Hello and welcome to another episode. We're now moving on from our first project to the second project. And here in front of you, you have a map. This is not a complete map because there are many more planned settlements that have not been marked out on the map. But these are some of the settlements that I've already decided their locations. So Narea, that's kind of in the center, in the bottom of the orange area. That's the capital of Venetia, and that is the city we worked on previously, where the castle was. Today, we're starting on the village of Satia, which is located to the southwest of Narea. And this is in a kingdom called Escria, which is inspired by the medieval Europe, primarily Western, like England and France, Germany kind of stuff. So this will be interesting. I'll quickly go over the other kingdoms here. We have Croatia to the northwest, which is also a medieval kingdom, but they are more towards the late medieval period, while Escria is more high medieval and is a bit early medieval as well. Venetia is inspired by ancient Egypt. Ocelotl is inspired by Mesoamerican cultures. Cyrene is inspired by the Celtic tribes, and Beinheimer is inspired by the Vikings or the Norse during the migration era. Then we have two other very small kingdoms, and those are Skeleton Crew, which are kind of inspired by the golden age of piracy, or piracy, I don't know, whatever. But not really, because in this world we don't have gunpowder. That's like, I want this to be set like, it's kind of historical but with fantasy, but yeah, whatever. So they are pirates, but they don't have cannons and guns and stuff like that. And I think we can make some really cool stuff there. And then we have Nair, which is basically a nation of undead that live underground, hidden in a city called Necropolis. And that's right next to Satya, and that's what we'll build after we build the village of Satya. Here you can see the flags of the different kingdoms and what their capitals are. The 5 upper kingdoms are the main kingdoms, and the 3 lower kingdoms are like minor, smaller kingdoms. Welcome to our new village called Satya. So we start here in this little cellar, come up here, and this will be the main part of the village. This would be the hostelry, so like an inn tavern kind of place. Then we have some domestic buildings. This big building here is where the owner of the place will live and his family. There's going to be a big wheat farm here, which will be his. And then we have 2 smaller houses out here. If we go over this way, down here we have the wash house, located by the water, of course, because you need water. And these are just houses. This is the workshop Would be a bit of a area out here for the to work, so like a carpenter slash smith person. This will be a church and just a small house, and then here will be a graveyard. I have made a map of the area. You can't see exactly everything in this direction over there with the church and stuff, but this is the city, or village, sorry. Okay, so most of these will be wattle and daub houses, as you can see here. Some will be wooden planks, and some will have a stone bottom floor. And most of the houses are one floor. We have two, or one room, I mean. Two of the buildings have 3 rooms, that is those 2. 4 buildings have 2 rooms, and it's that one and this one, that one and that one. And they are located, like, I tried to put all the bigger buildings around here where the main guy is living and where the tavern is. So this is like the so like richer area, and then over here we have more smaller buildings and the old church. And yeah, so let's get building on these houses. Let's start with this building. So we will start by placing trapdoors along the sides like this. We'll then place them 1 block out. Move these things. It feels so nice to be using diamond tools after having used stone tools for so long. Really appreciate the diamond tools. Okay. So far so good. And this is the window. Okay. And now we're going to do this. I think we should have like so. Okay. Then we need our stairs like that. Then, right, the same thing on this side. We'll place logs here. Okay. Now, I was thinking that we could do something like so. So we'll have like a wattle and daub top part here to it. Okay. Oops. So that is 1, 2, 3. Then we need 1 more, like so. I think we'll do it like that. Okay. Then, wait, oops. Should be up. Then for the inside, we are going to use oak because it's a supposed to be like the same type of wood, but inside have not been like weathered by, well, the weather. So it will be brighter. Okay. Now let's quickly sleep. Okay. Then let's place... where did I put the stuff? This. And let's have... how should we do this? Actually, let's put it in the middle. We'll put this back. See, how can we climb up easy? We'll just do that. Okay. Okay, like so. And we'll have... we need a fire in here because, well, you need heat. And I think that that spot would be good, so... okay. Okay, and that is that. The only thing left is the roof, which will be a combination of grey wool and grey concrete, which actually looks quite nice. It looks like thatch, because it's that kind of color and stuff. It looks nice, I think. So that's what we're going to do. And this will be the basic design for most of these houses, I guess. I built this cute little snow farm in at the place where all our other farms in our castle, desert castle, because we'll need a lot of snow for our new buildings. So you have to set MobGriefing to true, or snow golems won't make snow. But the where this is, I had to make it kind of windy to get around other things. But there are tunnels both that way and this way that lead back. You can hear the music come in, and we're just here in the bottom, the storage room. And if we go this way, we go all the way out here. And the reason for these tunnels is simply that if we look here, we have to be in a plains biome, because in the desert biome it can't make snow, and we need to be at 64 Y or higher, or it can't make snow. So I had to make it like this, but yeah, it works fine. You just stand here, hold left mouse button with your stone shovel, because stone is cheap and you don't want to ruin your nice shovel. And it doesn't affect the speed, as far as I know at least. So yeah, you just stand here and you get a lot of snow. As you can see, there's snow everywhere. Just that. Some snow. So when crafting large quantities, it's easy to break the chest and stand in the middle. Then we press this. If you hold shift, click there, it will put, and then shift click that, and then you go back and forth, and it will... oh, we're out of space. That's an issue. Can we? There we go. And yeah, it's a bit finicky, I suppose. Let's do something like this. And something like so. Okay. As long as we can have 4. Oops. That's not what I wanted to craft. Damn it. I am making a fool of myself, but you get the idea. I decided to make a squid farm because we will need a lot of black dye or ink, squid ink. So I made one, and it turned out to take a lot longer than I had anticipated. Oh, look, there are some right there. Forgot to fill this in. It's supposed to be filled in. We shall steal a stone from here. Oh, right. I was just working on it, so there is some stuff lying about. But this should mean that next time it comes, it should bring some squid ink. Hopefully. Okay, it's coming. That's not squid ink. Did I? Have I done something wrong here? No, it looks like I simply didn't drop any, or I didn't see them get shot down. Okay. So this is it. It's just a hopper minecart going back and forth with a unloader here and a dropper that empties into a water thing that transports it back to our place. Making this squid farm took way longer than I had anticipated. It was very tedious. This is what we have so far. And yeah, let's go and check the outside of it so you can see how it works. So here it is. It is a lot of fence gates that have to be opened and placed. That's what made this extremely tedious. Then we have to fill it with all the water columns with kelp, because that's supposed to stop fish from spawning. I don't have enough kelp to finish all of them, that's why these don't have any yet. But yeah, this is what we have. So just to place a lot of kelp, and I believe that squid can still spawn even if these are waterlogged, while fish can't. So that's the reason for doing this. It's also a bit annoying when there are fish in there already. Okay. So which ones need this one? Get out of my white fish. Okay. Then this one, and that should be those 2 rows finished up. Okay. Get in there. Okay. We have fish here. That's weird. Whatever, we'll see how it works. And yeah. Also, I should quickly point out that this is all located within a river, and the rest of the river have been filled with sand on both sides. This over here is not river. This is desert lakes. If we click here, you can see in the second paragraph, 5th row, it says desert lakes, and fish and squid do not spawn in desert lakes, so it's fine to have water here. We do, however, have one fish somewhere in this lake that I've placed there, and it's like a pet. Wonder if we can find it. Maybe hiding. I see it. Adorable. Okay. So I put in some roofs here. I've left holes in the roofs for like fire smoke from the fire to come out, and I'm using oak on the inside because it wouldn't be darkened by the weather, so it looks nice, I think. And this building, this roof will go down to there, but I won't put that in until this building is completed. And oh, I forgot to put doors on these buildings. So we have doors on all the buildings, and yeah. So that is progress so far. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.